Japanese were not yet finished. 2 Congo-class battleships, spearheading another Japanese gun fleet, emerged from the endless Pacific. Each one capable of reducing Tarawa to rubble and crushing the Allies' fragile hold on Guadalcanal. But today, the hunters become the hunted. 16 Avengers riding the waves to an enormous silhouette in the distance, unprotected and at the edge of the formation. Then, from the parting clouds above, 24 dauntless dive bombers descend like falling stars. 2 battleships, 1 chance to end the threat. Welcome back to War on the Sea. We've just engaged this Japanese task force, and we went after the battleship, one of the Congos, immediately. We dropped down and went after it because it was really close. It was a perfect setup, and it looks like it was successful. This one is sinking. Didn't really expect that good of a result. I'm bringing the Dauntless around to this side to go after 7, I believe, is the next battleship. Yes, the Dauntless have arrived here. Do I have any... Where are the... Here are the Wildcats. I think I still have all them left. Yes, let's turn them around and head over the task force again while we get the Dauntless ready to go. Alright, the next battleship is coming around. It is sitting right here. And it's, our Dauntless are getting close. Actually, it's getting close to the Dauntless. Show you on the map. It's right here. We're going to go ahead. I got the Wildcats flying over. I'm going to go ahead and target this battleship. I know these are just Dauntless, and it's got a really heavily armored deck, but I'm hoping we at least do enough damage to make this task force turn around. Okay, I just counted the bomb hits. 23 direct bomb hits, no duds. It looks fine, I think. I don't think it's going to sink. Let's take a look at the report. Really curious, though. Critical, heavy damage. Oh, by the way, we did sink one of our torpedoes from the last attack. Hit a destroyer, sank it. And this one, critical damage, heavy flooding. They do have a heavy cruiser left, but I honestly don't think, I'd be very shocked if they proceeded towards Tarawa with this battleship and one of them lost. So I think that's it. We'll see. Let's retreat. How many? Oh my. Maybe it will sink. Holy crap. Let's take a look at the report now. Oh, critical damage, critical flooding. I think we just sank 2 Congo battleships. Yep. Wow, unbelievable. That was 24. I mean, we didn't miss. None of the Dauntless missed. Well, maybe one. Maybe one missed. But, wow. 24 Dauntless sinks 1 Congo battleship and 16 Avengers the other. Alright, let's leave. Okay, final report. 2 battleships sunk. I didn't really want to sink them both. It just happened. 2 Congo battleships down, 1 destroyer down. The heavy cruiser is still out there, but 11 command points gained. We have 29 now. Let's have the Avengers, let's have them all go back. And let's launch, well, it's going to be, let's see, it's 6 a.m. Let's launch something from Tarawa, probably a couple Wildcats, and so we can monitor the, how far out are they? I think 19, 20 miles. They could probably still make it to Taro if they wanted to. Let's see if they try it. Again, I'm going to actually, one Wildcat should be enough. Let's go ahead and launch one and see if we can keep track of this task force. 7:13 now in the morning, and as I suspected, the task force, as you can see, is moving away. We're going to let it go. Let that heavy cruiser survive. Let's let them, yeah, just go back to where you came from. I got to get some more aircraft up. A little bit of an update on what else is happening. Task Force 36 on its way back to Tarawa. So is Task Force 3. Task Force 1 and 2 are still hanging out. Task Force 32 still. Task Force Zebra. I did rename these to be more period specific or period accurate. So Task Force X-Ray headed back to, I'm sorry, Zebra. Task Force X-Ray has supplies mainly. No, just supplies, bringing a bunch of supplies down to Tarawa because, as you may remember, we only got 1,700 supplies here. We need lots and lots more supplies. So that's what's happening now. And we'll keep running supplies down to Tarawa. I'll get some aircraft up and we'll see what else comes our way. May 21st now, a little after noon, combat has updated and we now have control over Guadalcanal. Looks like since we dropped off more supplies, we've only lost about 11 troops and maybe a couple hundred supplies, and it's looking good. Maybe 1 or 2 more days and we will have Guadalcanal. What kind of aircraft we got here? Wildcat, Dauntless, Fortresses, and Catalinas. Nice. Nice. Okay, so we will probably, once we do have Guadalcanal, I might build this. Well, we're definitely going to build it into a large airfield. Don't know about, we might go ahead and build this into a level 5 port. I don't know. We'll see. Or at least a level 3, actually, so we can resupply here. Okay. If we can get supply down there, that is. We just don't have a whole lot of supply. That's the one thing we really need more of in this game. That task force is still headed out. They keep sending scout aircraft to see where our carriers are. And I don't really care. Nothing else much happening. May 23rd now. It is 6:15 in the morning, and you won't guess what we just found. Another task force near Tarawa, of course. Let's take a look and see what this is. It says that it's possibly another battleship. I don't see anything, though. There it is. That's likely another battleship. We have light cruiser. Yeah, I see a battleship right here. Heavy cruiser, battleship, 2 more heavy cruisers, and a battleship, looks like. Light cruisers. I think all we have to do, really, is probably rough up the battleship, or maybe just the light cruisers. Maybe we could just bomb the light cruisers and see how that goes. How far are they? It may be a shame, wouldn't it, if we had to destroy another battleship, but let's mark it. It was, I believe it was right about here. All right, 6:15 in the morning. What kind of aircraft we got here? Task Force 1. Enterprise has a full complement. Well, they're missing 1 fighter. And let's see, this is Task Force 2. Hornet has a, well, they're missing 4 Avengers. Okay. We'll launch all the Avengers from Enterprise and all of the Dauntless from Hornet. And we'll go get this one now. Okay, like clockwork, about an hour after we first spotted them at 6:15, we spotted them again. It is now 7:17, and they're definitely headed towards Tarawa. I'm going to move the Wildcats over to the rendezvous position, but we're going to wait till 8 so we have a little bit better lighting. So we'll just keep track of them until 8 a.m. All right, 8:11 now. The Wildcats are out of endurance. They're going back, but we have the Avengers and Dauntlesses over target. So let's go ahead and jump in and get this kicked off. Should be better lighting now. Well, it's a little better. Okay. So we're probably going to go after the heavy cruisers first with the SBDs, and then if we don't do too well with them, then we'll go after the battleship. But first, the heavy cruisers. Let's get them started. I'm going to park the Avengers a little bit off to the side, probably over here, and then the Dauntlesses, they're coming right in already, so it won't be long now. Okay, not the greatest pass in the world. I think we might have missed about half of them. Let's see what kind of damage we're looking at here. Moderate damage, minor flooding. Let's see if we can get this second one here. Looks like they're all kind of scattering and running. Let's get the other SBDs down and fire on, well, bomb number 3. Okay, another poor result, I believe. We may have gotten some minor to medium damage on it. We'll take a look, but it didn't look good. No heavy damage, minor flooding. So we got minor damage now, and then heavy, and if we can get a little bit of damage on the On the battleship, it'll probably... The task force will probably turn away. This is the battleship. That is if they don't run into each other first and sink themselves. Let's get the Avengers ready to go. We'll target the battleship. Well, we do seem to have pretty good luck with battleships, don't we? This is the third one we've sunk recently. The two heavy cruisers still have some damage, not a lot. I think it's minor light damage, minor, moderate. Both have minor flooding. Yeah, one was minor damage, one was moderate. The battleship again sunk. Those things are just too big to get out of the way, I guess, of my Avengers. My Avenger pilots are deadly. All right, let's leave. Retreat. I'm pretty sure they are going to be leaving the area, but we will launch some... let's launch a Wildcat from Tarawa and go keep track of it. And the bombers will be returning to the carriers. Let's get them back there. The Wildcats are already on the way back. And what else do we need to do? Let's take a look and see what was sunk. Go to the losses, the enemy losses, that is. The Yamashiro Afuso battleship, gone. All right, I will come back and let you know what happens. A little after 10 a.m. in the morning, and Wildcast has to go back, but as you can see, the enemy task force is moving away to the north, just like the previous one. So we'll get the search aircraft called back, and we'll keep searching, continue our search in the Tarawa area. And I think that's going to be it for this episode. I'll just give you a little update on where everything stands right now. Task Force 10, still waiting. I do have 34 command points, so I might buy a few more ships for this next episode. We have Task Force Fox. I renamed this. This is a fuel task force, just Cimarron tankers. This is Task Force Zebra. I renamed this one as well. It is on its way to Midway to pick up some more supply. Actually, yeah, supply engineering parts we need to get out of there. Task Force X-Ray on its way to Tarawa, delivering supplies, I think mainly, almost exclusively supplies. Here's Task Force 3 with Yorktown. Still got, we're just missing 2 Dauntless, so I'm just going to stay down here and patrol for a while. Going to send up some aircraft, and that's it. We're going to leave it here, and when we come back, we'll just probably, as soon as I get more supply at Tarawa, and I do have, let's see, 1,700 here, and I think there's maybe 6,000 on the way. Once this arrives at Tarawa, then we will proceed on our next target, which will probably be Shortland. Here is the situation on Guadalcanal. Japanese will probably, I mean, it's almost noon. Maybe I'll wait and see what happens here at Guadalcanal. All right, it's about 12:30 p.m. Let's take a look. Yeah, it looks like it's going to be one more day of fighting on Guadalcanal. Troops almost 4,000, supplies 8,600. But we should have it within a day or so. That's it. Thanks for watching. I'll see you again next time.